level. This is why. All right, guys, we're back again with another video, and I want to cover one of the things that I think is just disappearing completely in the amateur game, but you're even seeing it up in professional baseball as well, and that's just base running fundamentals and instincts. So what I told my high school team all year was that base running mistakes and base running like instincts is what wins games, especially in the playoffs, close games, right? Making right decisions on the base paths. So I thought it was a great idea to help you guys understand, how do you put yourself in the right mindset? What do you have to look for? What are you paying attention to that will help you make the correct base running decisions? Now, a lot of this is experiential. You have to get that experience on the base paths and learn kind of your speed, how much you can pay attention to the outfield arms versus your speed. That kind of arm, I better get a really good jump. Like, it's something you have to learn individually for yourself. But the faster you can learn this and become elite at it, it's going to show off big time on the field for college coaches when they're out evaluating you and everything like that. Remember, guys, if you're interested in working with us, scan the QR code, fill out the form, go to our website. We'll meet with you, talk about what makes sense for you guys and if it's the right fit for us and for you as well. Again, hit the like and subscribe buttons on the video. Really appreciate all the support you guys have done. Comment, let me know what you think when we get done with this. So, base running keys, guys. The number one key is always pay attention. Now, the one thing is that I see all the time now in amateur baseball is guys are so timid because they've never been taught this stuff, right? They've never been taught how, base hit with runner on second into the outfield, you're running hard out of the box, and you're running as hard as you can until you see a downhill throw from the outfielder. If this guy releases it and it's coming up at all out of his hand, I'm gone to second base. Because if he has a good arm, that's sailing the cutoff man. If he has a bad arm, he just threw a rainbow. By the time the cutoff man even catches it, you're safe at second. But what I see guys do is they hit a single and they start kind of lollygagging and pimping it down the line and, turning and, saying, let's go to their teammates. And then all of a sudden they miss an opportunity to get in scoring position. Or they don't draw a throw with like 2 outs. They don't draw the cut from the first baseman or the third baseman, whoever it is, and their guy ends up getting thrown out at home, when if they would have just gone to second, the guy would have cut it and tried to get him out. Right, so always paying attention, meaning no matter what's going on, your head is up and in the game and on the baseball. You're not doing your little dance while you're running to first base. You're keeping your head in the game. You're always paying attention. Number 2, what's the situation? This means how many outs are there? What's the scoreboard say? Does my run matter? Right? If you're down by 3 runs and it's bases loaded and you're on third base, your run matters, but like that runner at first is the tying run. So we can't make any stupid decisions at third base when your run, in the grand scheme of things, is not the most important run. We have to make sure the guy from first scores. So you can't be making, again, like a ball gets away from the catcher not that far, you can't be making a hero run to home plate and try to score and get thrown out, because now the batter's the tying run. Right? Now we've just lost 90 feet of where our tying run is. So knowing what the situation is, again, like I brought up earlier, if there's 2 outs and you had a base hit with a runner on second, like accelerate through first base, see if you can draw a cut if the situation dictates it, to make sure that he scores. Obviously, you got to get in a rundown. That used to be an understood thing. I've recognized now, after watching a season of amateur baseball, nothing is taught, nothing is understood now, right? If you're at third base with runner, maybe it's runners on first or second and third, or runners on first and third, and you're on third base, and a hard ground ball back to third base, and the guy, gets you in a rundown at third. Your job is not to score. Your job is not to get back safe to third. Your job is to stay in a rundown as long as possible, and the other base runners' jobs are to get to third and get to second. Right? That should be understood, but it's not anymore. All right, number 3. Know the defense. And I'm going to say location and arms. All right, so when you're on base paths, you should always know where the infielders are, where the outfielders are. Are they playing deep? Are they playing shallow? Are they playing in the gap? Is the shortstop shaded over in the 6 hole? Is he shaded up the middle? Is the second baseman up the middle? First baseman in on the grass, or is he on the line? Is he covering first base with me on it, meaning the 4 hole's wide open? You have to understand where the defense is playing. There is nothing more frustrating for a coach, and especially a college coach who's watching you, when the shortstop's playing up the middle and a line drive gets hit right to where the shortstop typically plays, and the runner on second freezes and kind of waits for it to get through because he's just not paying attention. There's nobody there. As soon as that ball's hit, you should be gone and scoring on that base hit. But now because you froze, you hesitated, a ball that's hit really kind of in the gap, the left fielder's probably going to have to run to his left and get around it. He's not going to have great momentum. If you're off on as soon as you see that, you score easily. But you freeze, you hesitate, now you're not scoring. That could be the difference in winning a game. Georgia Tech versus Duke, Friday night. 1 out or no outs, runner on second, slow base hit up the middle. They were in no doubles because the tying run was at second and the go-ahead, the walk-off run was on first. And guy didn't get a great jump off second base. With the center fielder playing no doubles and a 3-hopper through the infield, he didn't score from second base. Duke ended up losing the game and ultimately losing the series because a 100% should always score did not score because the base runner didn't have his head in the game. So that was the difference right there between Duke being a potential double bye in the ACC tournament with a great chance to win it and now having 1 bye. That was the difference, just that one base running play. So when I tell you base running is important, it's very important. Arm strength. This is more important for your outfielders, right? When you're on first base and you're thinking, all right, who can I go first to third on? This is another thing. Nobody knows how to do this anymore. They're scared to death to do it. They think they have to pick up the coach for first to third. Guys, if you're in high school baseball and you're a player, we don't have time for you to be reading a first to third, looking back to the coach. Oh, he's sending me. Okay, now I got to go get my turn. By then, you're already at second base. You're out. A first to third is a 100% instantly read play. You either read it or you don't. Every time you think you can go first to third, you should be running 100%, and you got 5 steps to make a decision. Now, if I know the right fielder's got a cannon, and it's a hard ball, again, with a first to third, guys, you're just reading, all right, how hard was it hit? Is it a slow bleeder through the infield? Is it hit to his right? Is it hit to his left? He's not going to get a lot of momentum behind the throw. It's not only about the arm, like everything in baseball, it's nuanced. But if you know the guy's got a cannon and it's hit right at him, we probably got to shut it down. We're not going first to third. If we know the center fielder and the left fielder have really bad arms, we can test them. Left fielder has to move all the way down the line, test him. He's got to move into the gap, test him, go first to third. A lot of you guys in high school think, oh, it's hit to the left fielder, I'm not supposed to go first to third. Well, if he doesn't have a good arm, and he's catching the ball running this way on his to his left, away from third base, he's not going to get any kind of strength on that throw. Same is true for center field. Center field, we want to be careful. If it's hit to the left center side of center field, we probably want to be careful, right? If it's hit right at him, we want to be careful. We need to know his arm strength, how hard was the ball hit. Ball's hit softly, we can test it. But if it's hitting the right center gap and he's got to run away from third base, we're gone all day. And I saw so many kids in high school this year ball gets hit in the center field, and the center fielder's got to take, center fielder's got to take 5 or 6 steps to his left to get around it. That should be, there's no play at third. There should be no play. But every high school kid thinks they have to pick up their coach for every base running decision. That's not how base running is done. Base running is an instinctual thing. You need to make decisions by yourself. Right? The same thing when a guy hits a ball in the gap and they're like picking up the coach at third base. It's like, dude, the ball's in front of you. Make the decision. You know how fast you are. Have they picked it up yet? Have they not picked it up yet? But a lot of you guys think, oh, well, coach hasn't given me the signal. Dude, base running, there's very little base running that requires a signal unless you're scoring from second or you're tagging up at third and he's like, all right, go, 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 go. Besides that, man, you got to make decisions on the fly on your own. If you do these 3 things, you'll be in a much better situation to know what to do on the base paths, right? If you're paying attention and you know, okay, this shortstop always kind of plays in the hole, and you know where he's at location-wise. He's in the 6 hole. What's the situation? Well, I'm the tying run on second base, and I need to score, but I can't get caught. There's no runs. I'm on second. Shortstop plays in the 6 hole. I got to make sure I can score on a play, and I can't make a mistake. All right, so he's in the 6 hole, and the guy hits a ground ball in the 6 hole. Now, if you're not paying attention, you think he's playing behind you, covering you, you're probably getting off a few steps, and then you still can get back. But with him in the 6 hole, he's grabbing that and just throwing it right behind you. Or you're running, which I saw a lot of guys do this year, and you're just throwing out at third. But because you were paying attention, you saw that ground ball, you flipped, you watched it, and you got back to second base, right? That's an example of just paying attention, keeping your team with a runner in scoring position situation. Now you still got 2 more at bats to get that run in instead of getting thrown out. Let me know what you think of this video, guys, in the comments. We'll be back again tomorrow with another video. Appreciate all your support. Let me know. Are guys better at base running now? Are they not? Are these good tips? Let me know.